Hey, this is me. My name is Oliver. I am a 22-year-old art student living in Germany, and this is my self-portrait video for 2017. I try to make a self-portrait each year to see the progress I have made as a person, but also as an artist. Last year's self-portrait was mainly about the boundaries in my head and how I tried to break them. Well, a lot has happened since then. I think the main thing I was struggling with in the last year was my perfectionism and the constant fight against it. Perfectionism might be good and useful to a certain extent, but it can easily overwhelm you, and then, at the end of the day, you haven't done anything, because you're afraid not to be good enough. At least I felt that way many times in the past, and I think that is what many others call a creative block. But I've reached the point at which I asked myself, how can an imperfect person, like me, create something perfect? Is that even possible? Well, I thought a lot about it, but at the end I answered that question with a simple no. And more, I have realized that art, to me, is not necessarily about perfection. It is about us and our point of view. How we see the world and what's going on inside of us. So I have changed my perspective. I didn't think about perfection anymore and just started creating. I seriously had to learn how to be spontaneous and how to enjoy the moment of creating. And that's the reason why I paint my self-portrait of this year in such a spontaneous way. I don't want to think about every brush stroke anymore or get lost in too many details. You know, sometimes I don't want to be this plain and well-behaved person. Sometimes I just want to flee from all the rules and duties. I want to break those boundaries, and maybe it's childish, but I want to make mistakes. My own mistakes. Because when I make my own mistakes, it means that I can learn from them. I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like young people always have to be perfect nowadays. And if we take a look at those social networks, we mainly see top-motivated young people with a perfect skin, a perfect body, and they are telling us about their perfect diet. And please don't get me wrong, good for them. I just ask myself how authentic it really is at the end. All I know is that right now I just want to be young, and to me it means that I cannot be perfect, and that I still make mistakes. There is so much left to learn, and the only thing I need right now is time, so that I can grow. Which is why I want to keep this unfinished look for my portrait. Some parts are well elaborated and vibrant. Others are more fragmentary, like the eye on the left side. I didn't paint over it, so that you can still see the drawing from the very beginning. To me it's like as if my past self would shine through here and there. And then there is the white of the canvas. All the parts I still did not paint on yet. To me the blank parts represent all the things I still have to learn, and it underlines the unfinished look of the portrait. And that's it. This is my self-portrait of 2017. My name is Oliver. I am an art student, and this is how I see myself right now. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.